Hi,
Please tell me about yourself.
I'm Brizan. I'm a teacher by profession, and I'm an activist. And above all, I come from Lodwar in northern Kenya.
In your understanding, is there a contradiction between seeking economic prosperity and protecting the environment?
I don't see any contradiction in that. What I believe, and in my experience of work, is that environment is a home for sustainable economy. Once the environment is taken care of, then economy will sustain itself.
Okay. And do you think Kenya is on the right path towards realizing a sustainable economy? And if not, what are the challenges?
I would really not say that Kenya is on the right path. I would really say that as a country, yes, we have structures, we are making efforts, but these efforts are not trickled down on the ground.
So how can Kenya ensure that there's meaningful public participation in respect to sustainable development, economic development, that is?
As I mentioned before, the only way that Kenya will ensure meaningful public participation is actualizing what is in paper and what is in policies.
So then is it a problem with the planners and the policymakers? Do they have a good understanding of the principles of sustainable development?
The planners, yes, have a good idea of what they really want for this Kenya. My biggest problem has been with the policymakers. And when we talk of policymakers here, when we talk of our politicians will always want to go with a popular idea. What is either the local mwananchi wants, irrespective of what that means to sustainable economies.
Okay, and then would we benefit from a stronger environment and economic development strategy that addresses the welfare and social needs of all its citizens?
Yes. Yes. As I mentioned from the beginning, that a strong and sustainable economy is dependent on how we take care of our environment, how we address issues around environmental sustainability, feed so well into economic sustainability. When you play with one, you destroy the other. Yeah.
That's true. So what if, let's imagine a scenario where we have a privately driven economy. Do you think that would cure Kenya from corruption?
I don't think whether that will cure Kenya from corruption. The corruption in Kenya is getting into a level where we need to clean up the political system and set a clean ground for a fair play. Unless we have a fair play, corruption will always be there. And even privatizing these issues is not going to solve corruption unless this culture is really looked into.
Do you think Kenya can learn and borrow from the German model of social and ecological markets economy?
Yes. Kenya is well placed to borrow. I strongly believe that as a country, if we really want to move, we need to copy best practices that have worked somewhere else to get us where we really want to move as a country.
Okay, so let's dream a little bit.
Yeah.
So what if there was somewhere that you could push a button and you could realize the vision of a nation that has achieved the goals of a prospering, sustainable economic development? What would that Kenya look like? What would that dream look like for you?
For me, the only button that I would really push for this country to to get us to the level that we really want to get is protection of environment, protection of economies,